Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for being with us today again. This is the second episode of the Innovation Village Input. So my name is Alberto Mattiello. I'm going to be your host for this episode and the next one. And I'm here to introduce like a big news for this Expo Riva Show 2022 event that is the Innovation Village. I'm part of the scientific committee of Expo Riva Show, and our goal was to help our companies or our attendees, our expositors, to come here and to find technological solutions to help them to inspire their business. That's why we have selected 10 startups. We invited them here, physically here, and we created a space for them that is the Innovation Village. So for everyone that is here, I'm going to invite you to come and visit them and see their solutions, their technology. They brought here super cool stuff. And this episode is the second one to help you to understand the kind of solution that we brought here in Riva. So the first episode, we did it yesterday. The first one was about virtualization, so all different solutions and technology to help you to put your shoes in 3D and bring them to the virtual world. A lot of different solutions, very interesting stuff. You're going to find that episode inside the Expo Riva Show event inside your application. So today, this is the second episode. The topic of today is going to be personalization. So how can we help our companies to personalize the experiences for their customers? And in the afternoon today, so 3 p.m. Italian time, we're going to have the third episode. And the third one will be focused on drive to store. So everything that can help us to have customers to join us in our spaces. So as yesterday, every time we don't have just the startups that in 1 second are going to be here pitching their solutions, but we have also an expert. And in this case is Lucia Fracassi. Lucia. Ciao, Lucia.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for inviting me to this big event in Riva.
Thank you, Lucia. So, Lucia, in a couple of words, you have a long career in the retail industry, so you have a lot of experiences. I know that your comments will be very helpful for our startups. Do you mind to introduce yourself very briefly, mentioning also that you are the vice president of Retail Lab, that is the company that was helping us to select the startups? And then I have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, very quickly, I am currently the vice president at Retail Lab, starting the adventure from the beginning. I thought it was, and it is actually a big idea. In my past experience, I have more than 25 years in very well-structured companies in Italy and abroad. So I spent the majority of my career in France, UK, and also Mexico, working as a finance manager at the beginning and after moving to more structured, roles as general manager and also CEO of companies. Now I am just working on innovation, and I have also launched my startup that is working on personalization. So the topic today is really interesting to me.
Very good. So in Retail Lab, the big goal that we have is to help different industry in the world of retail to match with technology, to match with innovation. What do you think is the biggest challenge that all those industries, the retail industries, has at this moment?
I honestly think there are many, but just want to touch one single point because I am just working on a company that is this big problem. And in my view, is the difference in language between startups from one side and more traditional business on the other side. So on one side, we have great startups working on very innovative solutions, technologically savvy, big ideas, and etc. So great. On the other hand, we have more structured and traditional business. And sometimes it's quite difficult to get in touch and to really understand what are the proposed solution with the advantages that this traditional business can have. So in my view, it's really important to work in a sort of transcoding language to make these two words just getting in touch in a more efficient way.
Yeah, you know what? This is like a very hot topic. Actually, this is a very good advice for the startups that are pitching here today and for all the others. In marketing, they say, if you sell something familiar, make it surprising. If you sell something surprising, make it familiar. So sometimes the big error the startups do, it's to, to over push on the innovation and their technology. But on the other side, if you don't have an audience ready, to receive all these technological words, sometimes you create like barriers instead of, created bridges. So I think this is good advice for all of you guys. Try to find the right words to understand from the industry that at the moment is, again, still very traditional. So last questions about personalization. You said that you're working on this. How big do you think is this topic connected to retail industry?
I think it's really big, and it's not only a trend, but it's something absolutely necessary today, because the consumer is really informed, and it's not enough for him to be a consumer. He wants to become producer. So to participate to all the, let's say, phases just for the creation of a solution, to find the right product to find and their needs. So in reality, it's not really a trend. That's more than 10 years that we are talking about personalization. I think it's a no-returning point. I think it's the reality, and that's why personalization is so important today. Let me also add that today it's important personalization, but digital solutions working on this stuff are not enough in my view. We should also have a human touch on everything. So we are just talking about B2B or B2C, and this is the common differentiation we have seen so far. For me, these two things are not existing anymore. We need only to talk about human to human, because in every context, the human touch is really important, even though digitalization and innovative solutions are okay within us, but the human touch is always really relevant in my view.
Very good. I think you have set the stage greatly for the first speech. So stay with us. I'm going to come back to you at the end of each one of the pitch to see your comments, and you can ask to the startups to go more in deep in everything that you think was not enough clear. Okay? So thank you very much again, Lucia. And so we're going to start with the first startup. The name is Vium. Silvia, your stage is yours.
Thank you. Alberto, let me start by saying that 4 years ago, when I founded Viumi, I would never imagine experiencing this radical shift in the fashion industry. It is right and very clear to all of us that the fashion industry will never be the same. The online business will never be the same. More than 30% of all the fashion purchases will be made online by 2025.
How much did you say?
30%.
30%.
According to McKinsey.
Okay.
And right, then now is the right time for the digitalization of the fashion industry. And for us, at Viumi, for us, digitalization means, on one side, to meet the new customers' expectations and new priorities. They are basically looking for ease of support, easy navigation among offline and online, and a customized shopping experience. But on the other side, at Viumi, we are aware of the fact that brands need to respect and focus on their business objectives, especially on how to retain and acquire new customers, but also how to improve their average order value and the cross-selling, so the conversion, basically. And yes, actually our solution is only one solution, which enables fashion brands to customize both physical and online interactions with all the different final customers. So as our expert just said, we want to enable brand to reach this one-to-one interaction, the individualization of the customer experience. And how do we do that? For example, imagine being able to upload an image of a total look or even of shoes, a bag that you like. So you immediately find what you are actually looking for without having to go through endless steps, useless navigation. And of course, for brands, it's easier to improve the cross-selling and the average order value, so to expand their basket, because you are immediately proposing to your final customers all the different products that you can offer to them. So you are ensuring, actually, your customers are immediately seeing what they want to buy. You know, now we are used to talk about a hybrid experience. So omni-channel either is not enough anymore. And why an hybrid experience? Because virtual reality, augmented reality are coming up, as well as the metaverse. So this kind of solution can personalize, yes, a front end of an e-commerce platform, but at the same time, with the visual search, you can also improve all the different layers, all the different interface. Doesn't matter if we are in an e-commerce, doesn't matter if we are in a physical store where there is a sales associate with their clienteling app and use the visual search to simplify the search for these products. And doesn't matter if you are in the metaverse. There always be the need to personalize and to simplify the search for products. And this is not all, because brands, as we said, must respect their business objectives. So maybe when the visual search give to the final users all the products that are presented in a total look, for example, brands want also add more items, such as, for example, in a total look, maybe there's no debug, so they can, through our software, add new product categories and subcategories and properly set up also the pricing, the markup, and all the different commercial rules. This is, yes, how we can help a brand properly set up all the different rules for the recommendations, which so can be...
This is the platform on the client side,
exactly,
so on the
business
brand side.
Yes, so okay. You see, you can put your recommendation everywhere, from the homepage, a clienteling app, in a digital sales assistant for the physical store, and actually we are also partnering with RFID providers, among others. So when you download the QR code from RFID, you can immediately land to this landing page, which are personalized to reach this one-to-one interaction with each user, starting from a specific product to respect, anyway, your business objectives. Yes, sorry, Okay, this is another module which is called hyper-search. It's a sort of style quiz in order to improve the gamification. So you can engage and make the customer experience more inspiring, more engaging. And you see, you can ask, this was for a glasses e-commerce based in Spain. So you can personalize the homepage, a landing page, whatever, based on this specific questions, and you can enrich your CRM base with the results of each user profile and integrate the recommendations based on the personal characteristics of your final customers. And then we know that for the brands, it's crucial to optimize their operations, their merchandising activities. So we also had a plug and play, this module, which enables the brands to automatically tag products and reach the navigation and the filtering section, but also to improve, optimize the product information management tools that they are currently using. And you see, for example, for these bags, we are able to automatically, starting from the image, recognize the category, subcategory, the color, and all the other technical stuffs. Last but not least,
I see here Mosquito. Is he
Yes.
one of your clients?
yes,
Okay.
you can also, thanks to ViewMe, provide your final customers with a booking engine, book an appointment, which can be virtual and also physical in the physical store. And this booking engine is very powerful because the user experience doesn't end with the book an appointment, but before your customers' arrival at the physical store, for example, you can use the other dynamic personalization module of ViewMe in order to anticipate their needs and know better their preferences. So in the store, you can immediately show to your customers the total look, the style, the specific occasion products that they are looking for. And the same for the gamification. If you enrich your CRM activities and your customer profile with the qualitative data, you reach a more empathetic knowledge of your customers. You are able also to achieve this one-to-one interaction. So this is, in my opinion, the key point. We exist, ViewMe exists, in order to customize both physical and online touch points, considering that this kind of solution absolutely need to be put in a new hybrid ecosystem of the shopping experience.
Let me ask you something connected to the booking. If I get it right, once that the customer can book an appointment, like a video call or a physical appointment with a salesperson, all the information about the research that these customers have done and all the information that you have, they're going to be provided to the salesperson. Is that correct? Is that
Exactly.
how it works?
We don't provide any CRM tool. We are not a CRM suite.
Okay.
But we enrich your CRM information with this qualitative, more empathetic data of your customer. And at the same time, you can, when you enter a store, there is a sales associate who can recommend to you everything, who can do a very effective cross-selling. Maybe you enter a store in order to buy a jacket, and the sales associate tells you, look, you can combine this jacket with these trousers, these sneakers, and you are so attracted to this combination that you are convinced to buy this.
I'm
these
ready
products.
to buy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you are ready to buy.
I'm ready
so
to
in
buy.
my opinion, we should take these insights online in the digital world. For that reason, gamification as well, integrated with the booking engine, is key, because we need to have a sort of digital sales assistant who is able to reach this one-to-one interaction. So this is our positioning.
Silvia, very good. Thank you very much. It was very well explained, even because your solution is pretty complex. You have a lot of different modules, so it wasn't easy to go through all of them. So thank you very much again. And I'm going to go back to Lucia. Lucia, so you got a chance to follow the pitch, the beautiful pitch that Silvia just delivered. So what do you think? Do you have comments, questions about the solution you have just went through? We can hear 1 second. Probably there's something.
Now it's okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Silvia, for your presentation. I have only just one question, because your solution effectively has different modules. So if you want to explain to the audience and to myself as well, what is your USP, a very clear USP in very few words, what could it be?
Yes, we are on a mission to customize both the physical and the digital touch points, which means that our unique selling proposition basically rely on the fact that, yes, brands must be customer-centric, okay, but we also have to be brand sensitive. So there is just one sales channel, doesn't matter if it's physical or online, okay? And at the same time, this channel, this hybrid new customer experience must respect simultaneously the customer, but also the brand. And this is possible only having a broader solution in terms of technology.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have another question for you too, last one. Because you have been through more than once to this idea of hybrid and omnichannel, hybrid omnichannel. Do you want to describe what's the difference between the two and why you said omnichannel is like, we overcome omnichannel, now we are in a hybrid environment?
We didn't overcome the omnichannel.
Okay.
Omnichannel is key, but we are going toward to a hybrid new customer experience. Look at what is happening with the metaverse NFT. It's fundamental to take into account that a new beginning, a new customer experience is coming, since in the metaverse there will be a duplication of our lives and also, of course, our shopping experiences. So all these technologies that we are seeing at this trade show, computer vision, virtual reality, augmented reality, would be a sort of layer in order to personalize the metaverse. So there will be an omni-channel in the physical world, a hybrid experience in another world.
So we're doubling.
So we need to take into account, because this world is very noisy, it's very crowded, but unfortunately or likely we need to take into account that we are shifting even more compared with 2 years ago.
Very good.
Thank
So
you.
Lucia, I don't know if you have other questions. If not, I'm going to go to the second startups. Let's go with the second one. Okay. You're in mute again? Okay.
No, okay, it's,
I
we
got
can
it.
go to the second presentation. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. So Jose, so first of all, thank you very much. You're coming from Spain, right? So thank you for traveling in, I think is the clicker. Okay. So thank you very much for traveling from Spain. So very brave in this period, and thanks again for being here physically in Riva. So your company, the name is Wapping, and the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. My name is Jose Manuel Maceda, and I'm co-founder of Wapping, an omni-channel loyalty platform for retailers and brands. Why Wapping? Why did we start this company? It comes from the expertise in retail, mainly of Roberto Garcia, which is the other co-founder of the company. Roberto spent 10 years in Inditex managing a department in charge of designing and building customer applications, customer services worldwide for the 8 brands of the group. So, for example, he designed the omni-channel Zara gift card program 15 years ago. It was innovative in the industry. Nobody was running an omni-channel gift card program 15 years ago. But then he designed and developed the employee discount worldwide and many other services that Inditex is running. So we saw that this experience could be applied to every company, to any other company, and now it was possible to provide it as a software, as a service, as a platform, okay? It did not necessarily have to be designed and defined in-house. So which problem are we solving? Nowadays, the retailers engage customers basically in 2 ways. They rely on email marketing or basic loyalty programs. The problem is that with these solutions, the personalization is really hard to do. And again, another problem is that the benefits don't work omni-channel and not integrated in the shopping process. So it leads to bad customer experience and at the end to low conversion rates. With marketing automation, it's clear that the problem is that companies have to define so complex rules, so complex trees, that at the end they have still to connect all of them, and still most of the times they just overload customers with too many mails. And with loyalty programs, with the current loyalty programs, the problem is that they are so basic and they are the same for everybody. There is no personalization, and they are not working in the same way in physical stores and in online. So again, bad customer experience. So this was possible to fix. There is technology to fix it. How did we approach the problem? We defined a one-to-one wallet of digital services. that brands, retailers can provide to their customers. In this wallet, the customers manage all their exclusive relation, all their exclusive benefits, proposals, promotions, campaigns in the brand. And they can use these services omnichannel, exactly in the same way integrated in e-commerce shopping process or in physical store shopping process. So, for example, the brands can build saving programs to specific segments or audience and different programs for different groups of people, or rewards campaigns, again, personalized. Of course, personalized promotions, gift card and gift vouchers programs, all of them integrated in this wallet. Why? How it works? How is possible this? Because Wapping connects transactionally, and this is very important. Transactionally, it means in real time, integrated in the checkout process, we connect every customer interaction in every touch point, in physical stores, in e-commerce, in social media, in the customer applications of the brand. So this allows to track in real time at a line ticket level every customer information to define very specific audience, and as everything is connected, every service works indistinctly in physical stores and in e-commerce, providing a frictionless shopping experience to customers. So at the end, companies, our customers, the retailers can define very powerful audiences, create specific services for those audiences, and impact customers so they convert into sales. And it works, as we said, exactly in the same way integrated in e-commerce and in physical stores. So why now? Because...
Sorry, Jose, just one question to
yes,
the previous slide.
Sure.
What do you mean connected with the physical store? Can you just provide, like, let me understand the experience.
Yeah. It means that if I'm involved in the benefit program of the brand using our technology, the brand is providing me a wallet, a digital wallet of service where I manage all my exclusive benefits, promotions, gift cards, all these digital services. I manage them in my wallet, integrated in the brand's app, or integrated in Google Pay, or integrated in many different points. And when I visit a store and I do a purchase, I just identify myself, showing that QR code, and everything is applied automatically. All my benefits, all my payment methods, if I have 100 euro in a gift card, if I have exclusive promotion for this shirt, is automatically applied, frictionless, without the sales assistant has not to do nothing. Everything is automatically applied in the shopping process, in the checkout, in the receipt, in the ticket. And exactly the same in the e-commerce. In the e-commerce, you don't have to show anything because it's integrated into the e-commerce platform. So it applies automatically every exclusive benefit or service. So why now? Because acquisition cost, customer acquisition cost continuously grows. So of course, it's very important to continue trying to acquire customers with social ads and all these campaigns, but more than ever is necessary to engage customers, to increase lifetime value, and to guarantee profitability of the companies. So companies in the last years, they relied, let's say, too much on acquisition because it was easy for everybody to put ads in social media and to attract customers. Of course, this is normal, you have to do that, but it continuously continues, but it still continuously grows the price. So every customer costs more and more. You need to take the advantage that a customer is entering your stores or entering your e-commerce to know him and to try to engage them with personalized proposals and benefits. And also very important to provide this convenient shopping experience, because shopping is about price, of course, but it's also about convenience. What is Amazon? It's more than price, it's convenience, it's agile, it's everything integrated, it's just one click. This is also very important for a shopping experience. So what our customers achieve by using this technology is really they boost their sales. How? They increase the purchase frequency about 40%. They increase the average ticket 20%. They reduce marketing costs because brands can't avoid so many broad-based promotions campaign, the same discount for everybody, 25% in sales period. No, this has not to do, this is not the only way. You can provide the minimum incentive to everyone because you are personalizing according to their taste, their preference, in order that people can go and purchase, but not those broad-based promotions. And of course, there are also organizational improvements like efficiency, the empowering the brand, or focusing on strategy, which is very important. So this is what Wapping is, and I'm open to answer any question you may have.
So thank you very much, Jose. Great pitch again. There's a lot of comments together that connected to what you were saying. First of all, everyone, I think we can easily rely and have personal experience connected to loyalty programs that are not actually personalized and we don't feel good. I was thinking while you were talking about my credit card, for example, loyalty program, you can see that all the perks, they're not personalized, and probably who was choosing for the perks, they were thinking to old money. So people that is like, I don't know, they were making money during the 80s. And you feel that they're not, talking to you, but they're talking to everyone like everyone is the same person. And the second thing, you were mentioning convenience. Last year, actually, today is the first day of the NRF, that is the big show for retailers in New York. And last year, one of the big points that they were mentioning in the main conference was about convenience. It means that if you go and to ask to everyone why, maybe someone that has already done they were buying something on a store, and you ask them, why did you buy there? They will answer, oh, because of the quality and price. Price was good, and the quality was the one that I was looking for. But on the other end, if you ask to someone why you didn't buy something in that store, they're going to talk about convenience. It was not convenient. It was not sending me the stuff at home as I want, or they were not giving me the discount that I was expecting, and whatever. So convenience is the key point, and I think you're really tapping on a huge, really huge market that needs, because everyone has loyalty programs, and they're all very old concept, old-fashioned stuff. So let's go back to Lucia and see if she has more questions for you.
Yeah, thank you again for the presentation. I am quite clear the journey from the customer. So having a loyalty program really clear and in one place is really a great idea. I'm just wondering what is the efforts that company willing to work with Wapping should do from an organizational and operational point of view, because I imagine that there should be an interface, but what is the engagement of the company in making Wapping a good solution for the brands? I am just thinking about 2 or 3 brands that could accept your solution, and I'm just willing to know if it's really hard to get connected with you.
Yes, thank you, Lucia. Yeah, from the company point of view, the first I have to say is that deciding to implement or to integrate our solution is a strategic decision. This is the first thing. Even though our making decision are the marketing directors, at the end, the decision is not done only by the marketing director. It's done by the board, because it's a strategic decision. This is the first point I would like to highlight. And then regarding to once this is decided, strategically decided, okay, we want to change the way we interact with our customers, adding this digital wallet of services, the second point is to connect the platform with the retailer systems. And we have to do 2 connections. The first one with the e-commerce platform. We provide plugins, so it's very easy. It's one day. And then the second one, which is a bit more difficult, is to connect with the software of the POS, of the point of sales in the physical stores. So this requires to connect through an API, and it takes around 1 to 3 weeks to have it integrated. And then marketing teams can start building all these services, analyzing, and let's say, deciding what they want to provide.
And the CRM too, or not?
Well, actually, I have to say that CRM is a technology that we can connect with them, but in fact, what we do, our customers using Wapping, they forget about the CRM, you know, because we don't want to be a CRM. We are not a CRM.
Okay.
But the problem with CRMs in retail is that they are not designed for retail, you know. CRMs works very well in a telco, in an electricity company, because you have the customer identified. But what happens in retail, in physical stores? In fact, many of our customers were using classical CRMs, but they have 7 files per person, 7 different files. Because you go the first time to the store, they create your file, Jose Manuel Maceda. Second time, okay, Jose, I didn't put the accent, so okay, I create a second, I'm not finding you, the second file. And then the third file. And then, and even they have, and nothing is connected with the online identity. The customer in the e-commerce is a different one. So this is a mess.
Yes,
so it's really a mess.
Like
they have not reliable data. So once you start providing a digital wallet, as the customer registers itself and we validate their phone number, we create a unique ID per customer. And this is reliable forever. There is no opportunity to do a mistake on that. Because the customer is registering, you are validating the phone mobile with a SMS code. So this is the same customer online and in stores forever. It's a unique ID per customer. So with this unique ID, this is the base to start building everything. Because every data is entering, I'm purchasing this today, I'm purchasing these trousers tomorrow. Every data is entering omni-channel is under a unique ID. So I can create audience segmentation very, very accurate and reliable. So
what I get from your last answer is that probably the main gap is a strategic gap. So companies has to understand the problem, understand that they have to go and to take that direction, and then they have to make all the strategic decisions. Because the technological implementation probably is the easiest part.
Yeah.
The big part is to understand that they have a problem and they have to solve the problem. So thank you very much, Jose. Do you have more questions, Lucia, or we go with the third one?
Now we can go with the third one. Thank you, Jose.
Thank you. Okay, so now we have Alessandro of Infernendo. Alessandro, is up to you.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I'm Alessandro Rolando, the CEO and founder of Infernendo, visual recommendation for e-commerce websites. 80% of the Gen Z and millennials says that they don't want to search the website by text or navigating the categories, and they prefer a visual search for finding the products that they want. SMBs get low ROI with marketing campaigns, with ads, and because this is because the user click on the ad on Google and they don't find the products they are looking for, and they bounce. So the sales is lost. We can solve this problem with visual recognition, and we have the first plugin for visual recognition in the e-commerce vendor substores. And the visual is translation agnostic, and they don't rely on translations. And the visual search is disruptive, and it changes everything. So the websites will never be the same with this kind of technology. We use deep learning and artificial intelligence to exploit data from images and to provide this kind of technology. How it works? So what? This is an example, and is a product page of a website. And in the bottom part of the page, we see the recommendation that is made by the computer. So there's no human that make the recommendation, the proposal, the upselling or cross-selling proposal, but is made by the computer, by the artificial intelligence.
So let me understand. I go into a website, an e-commerce website, a shoes e-commerce website. I choose one kind of shoes, and automatically your service helped me to find in a big, I don't know, maybe you have like 1,000 shoes that you can buy in the same store. The service helped me to find the 5 shoes that looks like the one that I've chosen.
Correct.
Okay.
That's it, and we have several algorithms. So one is this, and the other is based on the user recommendation. So it exploits data from all the interaction that users have on the website. So the visit of a page, the card, the previous card.
Everyone that was looking to the shoes, they were looking also for those other products.
That's
the second algorithm?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. And with the two algorithms, we can exploit all the things that users are looking and suggest the better products they want.
Sorry, let me ask you something again. Sorry, I have a lot of questions.
Sure.
If I like Sony shoes, I love them. I want to buy those shoes for my wife. Can I take a picture of those shoes in trying to find on a store the same kind of?
Yeah, that's another feature, and this is camera search, and you can upload or take a picture of the item that you want, or also of an outfit or a complete figure of a person, and the algorithm shows you the best items that is similar looking to the ones that is in the picture, in the image. So what is our value proposition? The research shows that e-commerce can benefit an uplift of their returns by over 30%. So they can get 30% more sales using this kind of technology. So an average e-commerce website of 5 million, for example, of turnover, they can get 1.5 million of more sales. So that's a huge...
it's big stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a huge thing. Our competitive advantage is the first to market in the app stores. So the app store of Shopify, Magento, PrestaShop, and WooCommerce has our plugin that is installable very easy. The ease of use is a key factor of our solution. The customer don't need engineers or a system integrator to integrate our solution, and anyone can do it. It's like installing a simple plugin of a site of WooCommerce, of WordPress, and that's it. In 2 clicks, you can start. We have a reseller-friendly program, so a program for reseller, for other web agency. They can use our plugin to increase their customer selling and ROI. So it's very good for them, and it helps to spread the word with their marketing plans. And design and brand also is a key factor, because our solution is tailored for fashion and luxury. So it's very important to give a superior design solution to them. We have three plans, three basic plans that goes from 50 euros a month, so it's very cheaper and it's affordable for everyone, for every shop, and going up to 750
What's
euros.
Rex?
Sorry?
The 500K Rex. What's Rex?
It's the number of recommendation that
Okay.
the interaction that is included with the plan, and we have also expansion to if you have more recommendation needed, you can expand the number of recommendation for your plan. The team is very experienced. We have more than 100 years of experience in e-commerce and artificial intelligence.
Very good.
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. I believe that your solution is connected to a new habit. At the moment, we're not used to do this, to take snap pictures and find solutions connected to snapping pictures. But at the same time, I think the pandemic was helping a lot going on that direction, because like QR codes, for example, just a couple of years ago, working in advertising, a lot of great ideas were dying in the idea of that people has to scan a QR code, because nobody was doing this. Now, if you want to eat on a restaurant, you have to do that. So we are getting used to the idea that the camera is a sort of new keyboards. So we don't have to type anything. You just use the camera for the QR code. And from go to there to, oh, I like the Silvia shoes, and so I want to snap a picture on that and find it. It's very close. So what do you think on your experiences in the clients you're working with, how far we are to the point that we're all going to be used to do this?
Now we are in the beginning of this kind of revolution, because very small, very few websites have this technology, and the best is yet to come. So
yep.
Everything will be revolutionized with this technology, and all the sites will have this feature in the future, because this is what the next consumers want. So the Gen Z and millennials want this feature, and very few seller has. So it will be broader in the next years.
If we think, for example, to the new glasses that Ray-Ban just created together with Facebook, going in that direction is going to be a lot easier, to see something and just snap a picture of everything that we like, and in 1 second to be connected to a store. So at the moment, you have to take off the phone, doing some stuff. In a few years, it's going to be so easy to have cameras everywhere, just snap a picture or say, take a picture of this, and in 1 second be connected to a store. So I'm positive that you're really connected to something that is going to be part of our lives in the next future. So let's go back to Lucia. Lucia, do you have a question for Alessandro?
Yeah, I just, it's a curiosity, because I am just willing to know if your solution is much more addressed to well-established brand, or also emerging designers can find a good solution for them. And what is your thought about this point?
Yeah, thank you, Lucia. The solution is available with the plugins, so it's very easy to install. So everyone can install it, and it can be installed by a designer, and it can be customized by a designer that want maybe a different kind of view of the widget, of the items, or maybe a photo bigger or smaller, and they can they can personalize the experience of the end user.
And again, you just mentioned at the beginning, you are just willing to address your solution to millennials and Gen Z. But what about other customers that can also be interested in using pictures or other tools that you are just introducing with your solution?
Yeah, everyone can use, and obviously not only this kind of user can use the solution, but they really want this. So because they will be the future customer, the future consumer, if a website offer this kind of feature, can benefit of the uplift of their revenue.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Very good. I think we are at the end of this episode. So, first of all, Lucia, thank you so much for being with us today. Thanks again.
Thank you to you.
Thank you. And thank you, obviously, to Alessandro, Jose, and Silvia. So, we're done. But we're not done. Means that, first of all, I'm going to invite you guys to come here to the Innovation Village. All the startups, they're all here to display the solutions, answer to all the questions that you have, and to let you actually try their technologies. Second, I want to remind you that we're going to be here together again today, 3 p.m. Italian time, for this third episode of Innovation, the Innovation Village Input. And we're going to talk about Drive to Store. And then also, if you missed the yesterday episode, you can go online on the Expo Riva show on the yesterday agenda. You're going to find the video and the presentation, the pitches of that startups. So thanks again, and I can't wait to meet you here physically in person at the Innovation Village and in the afternoon on the third episode. Bye-bye. Ciao.